having a clear sense of who you want to become, that identity, even though your physical reality isn't yet bending to what you have projected. It's just a matter of time, by the way. If your physical reality isn't reflecting that person you see yourself becoming, until then, the struggle of negative projections. And when I say negative in this sense, I do not want you to see negative as this terrible thing. Negative in this sense is just what you are not, right? Because it's not an addition to you. It's just what you're not. It could be fine with someone else if that's being projected on them, but on you in this case, it's not. This is not who you are. When you have that clear sense of the identity you want to create for yourself, it becomes very easy to know what a negative projection is. I see lots of videos online, which I'm not condemning these creators, I'm just expanding on these things. When people talk about projection, don't project yourself onto others. I feel like I know, and I think this is how it is, right? That projection is also positive, where someone sees you and sees something in you that no other person does, so they are projecting a positive self-image that's in you on you, if you get it. So yes, when you have a clear sense of your identity, it's very easy to know and see a negative self-projection, which is not you. But it's sad because this really hurts, tends to come a lot from people who are close to us, right? People we have always known. It hurts and it tends to come from them. I would say that negative projections from strangers and outsiders is not really, I wouldn't really call it a negative projection on you. They haven't created an identity in their minds of you that isn't you. I would say that most times they're just projecting their own insecurities and their own fears onto you. But with family and friends, those who put out that negative projection on you, it comes from the assumption that they know who you are. And when you are not very firm in your self-identity, it can ruin everything you're trying to build or everything you're building. Very, very rare will a stranger consistently project an image on you that isn't you. Now I know most people do it, people who are very caught up in all these identities that do not really matter, race, tribe. In Nigeria here, it's as low as what church you go. They use these little things to create a self-image that isn't you. And for me, coming from a minority tribe here in Nigeria, it's very easy to just clock that from a stranger. And I know that you're probably and that's my assumption, by the way. I wouldn't even call it assumption at this point. I would call it's an intuition. I just know that this is happening because of my tribe. I do not get upset, I do not get angry. I just redirect my focus and change my decisions when it comes to how I interact with that person or how I create a relationship with that person. 8 out of 10 times you just have to avoid. But it's very difficult when it's from family, friends, people who are close to you. That's when it becomes like a toxic bond. It becomes it's karmic. In lots of cases, there are people who are in this cycle where they are trying to consistently prove their self-worth, prove their value to family and friends who wouldn't see it. Stop trying. That's what I want to say. Stop trying. These people have created an identity, and that identity is nothing more than their own self-image being pushed outwardly to you. They might look at you and, let's say for example, people assume that you, let's say, have sex for money, right? And that's not who you are. That's not what you do. And it's not an identity you would love to be identified with, or this is not who you are. and people around you, family or friends, have created this image over the years. And from time to time you hear this, people tell you this, that, oh yeah, this is what this person thinks about you, or this is what they have said about you. It hurts, but there is a bond, and you're stuck there trying to prove to this person that that's not who you are. No, you're just killing your life force. You're taking your energy, and it's like putting water into a basket. It never gets filled up. Why are you spending your energy trying to convince someone or make someone see you for who you truly are, when the beauty of life is actually in waking up every day and looking within to explore more of who you are? You do not have a clear knowledge of who you are yet, but wherever you are and whoever you are currently, it's worth protecting. Every other thing that is in you that's being thrown on you, being projected on you, it's totally a waste of time trying to explain to someone else, oh, that's not me, I didn't do that. No. It's really hard. There are people I know. I have friends and I've met people who are in this very, very unhealthy cycles, and it's killing. Live with the pain, the temporary pain of, oh, they would probably think this is what I do, people think this is what I do. Just live with that pain, step away, and trust me, give yourself 6 months of clearly affirming that whoever you think you are and who you truly are and who you've always been, that those around you or these people do not see, that's who you are. Step aside and clearly affirm, make daily decisions on becoming this person, and it's just a matter of time before the world mirrors that back to you. But you have to be certain of who you are. Whatever people assume of you, it's just a matter of time before you become that thing, and this can go both ways. So yeah, where am I today? I'm at the park. It's a beautiful day. It's evening, and what can I say? I just made another video and this came into mind. Yep. Stop wasting your time trying to tell people who you are. Oh, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. As long as it's not, threatening your livelihood. And at times when it threatens your livelihood, you have to step back and reassess the aspect of your livelihood that is being threatened, because your self-image is being put on the line, is being displayed out there for the world to smear and throw mud on. Look at it and ask yourself, Lord, is this a redirection? Maybe it is, but at times we are afraid of losing it all. Do not be afraid. You can create yourself all over and all over again. That's the power you have.